Hey guys, John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here with an unboxing for you of the LG Expo for AT&T Wireless. This phone's making a lot of noise for two reasons. The first, it's one of the few carrier-released smartphones to feature the Snapdragon 1 GHz processor, which is crazy fast. By comparison, the iPhone 3GS, for example, has a 600 GHz processor, so this is marketably quicker, although we'll see how that translates to actual real-world speed improvements or multitasking abilities. The second is that this phone also supports a Pico projector, which is a small projector that attaches to the back that lets you, well, obviously project whatever you'd like. I don't have the projector with this phone, but we'll take a look about how it handles with the processor. It's running Windows Phone or Windows Mobile 6.5 as you might know it, and it's going to run you $199.99 after rebates and a 2-year contract. So enough of me talking, let's go ahead and dig in. We use the obligatory big old knife for this. Cut into the FedEx box. There's the phone. At least I don't think the projector's in here. There is the phone itself. This was just released. So we've got some AT&T information. We got a picture of the phone on the front, and your typical AT&T box, letting you know that it's got Wi-Fi. Is indeed a touchscreen, has GPS, which is, I believe, assisted GPS, so it'll use cell towers and its GPS chip, and it has a 5-megapixel camera. And of course, it's the touchscreen version of Windows Mobile 6.5, previously known as Professional. Wi-Fi, touchscreen, all the stuff we just ran through. Let's take a look at some of the rest of the specs here. It's, of course, a 3G phone. Talk time up to 5.3 hours, standby time 15 days. The Wi-Fi is BNG, Bluetooth 2.1. It's a 480 by 800 resolution touchscreen, weighs 5.2 ounces. It's got a micro SD card, it goes up to 16 gigs, and the rest of the Windows Mobile sort of slew of things. Looks like this box took some beating in transit. Hopefully the phone is still okay. I have not used a phone that's taking advantage of the Snapdragon processor, so I'm really curious to how it works. The same chip that powers the HD2, and I believe a Acer phone as well. So we go ahead and take out the packaging, some information, a quick start guide. Here is the phone itself, which is actually a lot smaller and thinner than I expected it to be. Push that off to the side. Let's check out what else comes in the box. Your standard slew of accessories. Got your charging head, which I assume connects to some form of USB cable, which is right here. And let's see what sort of standard this is, if it's proprietary or if it's appears to be micro USB. We've got a pair of stereo headphones with mic, and it looks like a volume control on it. That's quite nice. We've got a stylus, so this does not have a stylus embedded in the device. You have to actually attach this little thing to it. The stylus pops out. Super annoying. Hopefully you're not going to need to use a stylus all that much. There it is. It just pops back in. It's retractable. It's using a stylus because this is a resistive screen. It is not a capacitive. And your battery of size... See how big the battery is here. Although to get that amount of talk time, it's probably at least 1200 milliamp hours, I would assume. Let's take a look here. If it tells us 1500 milliamp hour battery. So this is quite a big battery. It's actually light as well. Let's take a quick look at the phone. Here is the touchscreen. Looks like that's some sort of optical, go down to the camera focus, some sort of optical trackpad. You've got your end button, or your call button, your end button, and a back button. I don't know if there are some sort of virtual buttons that'll show up there. On the left side of the device, you've got a volume rocker up and down. On the right, looks like you've got your camera button. You've got probably a lock or a smart key, and your micro SD, which is nice to have it right on the side, so it means it's hot swappable. You don't take off the battery to access it. 5-megapixel camera with LED flash, and the battery release door. It does look to be quite a nice phone. I'll run it through the full paces and see how it works. And also, it's a little bit on the chubby side because it's got a full, evidently 4-row QWERTY keyboard. On first blush, does look to be pretty nice keys. They look similar to what we saw on the Touch Pro 2. They're rectangular keys with a little bit of raising mechanism there. They do feel very nice. little bit of a squishy feel, but not bad. I think this is a keyboard you could definitely get used to. And you've got your sort of weird arrow navigation keys and some shortcut keys embedded there for use with the function button. Go ahead and slide that back. And if you had the projector, the battery actually comes off, or the battery door comes off. Projector sits right on the back. Hopefully I'll get a chance to show you what that looks like at some point. Stay tuned to the channel for a full review of how this handles and how the Snapdragon processor compares with other devices. If you're looking for a size comparison, if you're considering the LG Expo, I'll show you how it compares with some of the more popular phones out there today. Here is the iPhone 3GS. Here is the just released HP iPad Glisten, also for AT&T. It's a touchscreen Windows Mobile 6.5 phone as well. Different form factor for the QWERTY board. But you can get a thickness comparison if you're interested in any of these phones. Here is the Xperia X1 by Sony Ericsson, which is noticeably thicker. And lastly, here is the original BlackBerry Storm for size comparison. You can sort of stack all these up together. That one right there is the Expo in case you're keeping track at home. And sort of see how they all stack up in a big cell phone sandwich there. The Expo does look to be a pretty nice size and can stack up with the rest of them. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.